to announce the current decision about which hot dog was celebrated today. I have the honor and responsibility of going on first minute break. Let's move to the property guest in advance. Just make sure that you don't joke about anything about permits and set the right tone before you do everything. So, after some discussion, I think the individual family will question about politics. On the way over here, I heard someone say toxic masculinity in here. Ladies, if you don't believe in toxic masculinity, I implore you, try to get a picture of your man with his hot dog. You can't do it. You will not take pictures of the top right there. The sculpture's not particularly going to have a single part of the straight down with his hot dog. It is the case of a miracle where you actually get to every man and take a picture of his hot dog. Legally, this is supposed to be required to do. It's true that the hot dog is the time and all times for the weeks, which is about 2 weeks longer than the weekend on Broadway. And H.A.J. is actually that makes me excited.
They had some incredible programming accompanying Hot Dog in the City, including the Hottest Dog Show, which was a dog canine pageant. My dog Buddy was actually so upset I didn't enter him in a competition. How do you tell your dog he's got a face for the pound? You know what I mean? Like, sorry, buddy. AKC's going to be there. My reputation's on the line. I'm not bringing you. A lot of people think that we have an overconsumption problem in America, and I can personally attest to this based on the amount of friends who, when I told them about the 65-foot hot dog in Times Square, said, "Is it real?" They're for real excited to get a bite of this giant hot dog. It's gross. But it is incredible. I'm obsessed with the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest, though. Professional eaters, I love that. Just taking your bad habits and turning them into professions. I oversleep sometimes, but I'm a professional sleeper, right? I recently went to a baseball game, and it was Dollar Hot Dog Night. You guys know about Dollar Hot Dog Night? Yeah, best day of the year, right? Because every time I'm eating a hot dog, I'm like, wait, but what if this was freezing and disgusting? They mass-produced them. My wife didn't get this joke when I wrote it, which is proof I'm married up. She's like, I've only ever bought hot dogs retail, nice and hot. There's an age-old question surrounding hot dogs, which is a hot dog a sandwich? You guys have an answer? Do you feel strongly about it? No, I heard a very emphatic no over there. People feel strongly about this question. Is a hot dog a sandwich? And there's really no proven answer. It is only widely accepted that the person who asks the question, is a hot dog a sandwich, is the most annoying person in your friend group. In Legally Blonde, Jennifer Coolidge says, "I want a hot dog real bad." You know, it's a famous line, it's incredible. And that line is so famous because it's a crazy thing to say. A hot dog is objectively the most disgusting thing that exists in the world, but it works for some reason, and that's why that line has stayed in the lexicon. I love a hot dog, but it's an embarrassing food, right? Like, a hot dog is a standing food, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen someone eat a hot dog sitting down, but they were immediately disowned by their entire extended family in doing it. There's been an online poll to go with this sculpture asking what people's favorite condiment is. After this roast, the results will be announced for the people's favorite condiment, and for the hot dog's sake, I hope it's mustard. He's gonna be so embarrassed if it's anything else. He's wearing his mustard, his friends are gonna be like, "Are you okay, dude? What's wrong? You're acting so upset." And he's like, "Well, I guess I should have worn ketchup today." Humiliating. I'm an idiot, I feel like a corn dog. I don't like to think too much about what goes into making a hot dog. Some people like to know how the sausage gets made, but to me, that's like the culinary equivalent of seeing a Times Square Elmo with his head off smoking Marlboro Reds and demanding $1 to take a picture with you that you didn't want in the first place. I don't want to know how it gets made. The official website for this sculpture says that this shooting confetti out of its tip once a day is a reflection of celebrations like New Year's, parades, and gender reveals. I feel like there's something else it resembles, but I can't quite think. Can you guys think of what the hot dog shooting confetti out of its tip looks like? I don't know, I can't think of anything. In closing, I can make fun of toxic masculinity, Broadway shows, and this hot dog all day long, but at the end of the day, the hot dogs get the last laugh, because this midday Times Square roast of a 65-foot long hot dog is the highlight of my entire comedy career. I've been H.A.J. You've been a wonderful crowd, and don't forget to tip your bartender. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for H.A.J. Next up is Josh Sharp, a writer, comedian, and actor whose credentials for this roast includes Dix the Musical.
What's up, Times Square? How are we? It's incredible to be here with you. Normally as a comedian I'd say who's in from out of town. In Times Square I must ask, is anyone here from in town even? That's That's huge. Not enough of us come here. We really built this beautiful playground for them. We should come here more often. A couple months ago, I went to the TKTS booth for the first time in a decade and a half. You know, that's for tourists primarily, and often they don't even know what show they want to see. They just get in line and they know where they want to spend $400 on something. That's a high ticket price. You'd think, you know, happy, sad, songs are talking, but they just want to see something. But I was going to see a friend in a show and I needed a last minute ticket, and that was the best way. And because people don't know what they want to see, you know, that's why they're out there handing out the flyers trying to convince you. And so I got to witness a beautiful scene where a woman who was dressed in head to toe 1776 the musical gear, and I don't mean like a three-cornered hat, I mean her hat, shirt, and pants said in big block text, 1776 the musical, right? So an old man called her over and said, "Hey, can we ask you a question? We're debating between two shows, Hadestown and 1776 the musical." And then this woman said, "Do you know what I think you'd like? 1776 the musical." And this old man said, "What do you like about it?" She said, "The singing, the dancing." Now this could describe any Broadway show. But at this, the old man said, "Guess what? We're sold." And she walked away having made the commission in 500-point font. So, you know, it's a beautiful space. New York, New York. Okay, hot dog jokes. First of all, let me say to the artists, I'm so happy she's in mustard. You know, a lesser artist would put it in ketchup, but then it becomes a child's hot dog. In mustard, this is the hot dog of an adult with an advanced degree. You know what I mean? Mustard means taste. So, let me talk to you though. There's a lot of big hot dogs in this city, not just there. You seen these footlongs they're selling? They're huge. I have a friend who loves them, and he can eat it in 2 bites, which I know is hard to swallow, but come on. All right, catch up, folks. It's hot dog jokes. I have another one for you. Have you noticed all hot dogs look the same? Do you know why that is? They're all inbred. So, come on, catch up, folks. It's a hot dog joke. We're going to do about 8 of these and go, so you better get on board, because this is what you're getting. Dad jokes about hot dogs. Listen, the thing is, my friend who I was mentioning, it is true, loves hot dogs, has one about every day. One day he said to me, "Is this good for my diet?" And I said, "Well, it's not the first." Catch up, folks. Come on, these are good. These are good hot dog jokes. No, but first, speaking of Germany, I really did, in college, live in Germany for about 5 months. And my first friend there was a hot dog. And one day we were walking down, you know, Alexanderplatz, and he turns and I noticed a big famous German nightclub. I said, "Have you ever been there?" And he said, "No, it's too crowded." Come on, folks, catch up, catch up. This is good. I was almost late to this gig today. I got in my shower, and a bunch of hot dogs came out instead of water. Can you believe that? I had to call my super, who called the plumber. Plumber calls me and said, "What you have is a meteor shower." Come on, folks, catch up. We got hot dog jokes. Do you know what the hot dog said when he was constipated? Must turd. Come on, folks, hot dog jokes. Let's go. Okay, I got 2 more for you. Catch up. I got 2 more. First of all, I saw a Buddhist, you know, walking around handing out things over there, and I asked him, I thought it'd be interesting. I said, "How do you take your hot dog?" He said, "With everything." So that's good. Catch up. I got 1 more for you. Okay, this is sort of a math problem, all right? So stick with me. I go to the store, I buy 9 hot dogs. I also get 5 burgers, 6 sodas. I go home, I eat 7 of the hot dogs, 2 of the burgers, and 3 of the sodas. What do I have? No self-control, right? Okay, thank you, everybody. Hot dogs, ketchup. Put it back. I'll put it back for you.
Josh Sharp, everybody. Hot dog jokes for days. And we're going to close it out with someone who actually inspired us throughout this project to realize how many things could actually be discussed through the lens of a hot dog. Best-selling author of 2023's Raw Dog, The Naked Truth About Hot Dogs, Jamie Loftus.
How are we, my hot dogs? How are we? Are we good? Is anyone here a hot dog hater? Is anyone here because they're like trying to prove a point? Okay, good. Okay, my name is Jamie. I did write a book called Raw Dog, and I had to explain that to my mom. Does anyone here not know what raw dog means? Okay, one tepid hand. Very brave of you. I had to explain to my mom that raw dog means sex without a condom, and she had to think about it for a second. She was like, "Okay, well, Jamie, I actually think that that's beautiful, because if raw dog didn't exist, neither would you." And I was like, genius. Genius. I absolutely love hot dogs. Hot dogs are the weirdest food in the world. People love to project
onto the hot dog. They get mad about hot dogs for no reason. It's gorgeous. I've been here for a couple of days and I've seen, like, you can just see as a man passes by the hot dog, their eyes will dart up and you can just see the internal monologue. It's like, oh, like my pee-pee. And then they just keep walking. And you're like, yes, sir, exactly like your pee-pee. Well spotted. Well done. It is. It's a very phallic object, but it's for everybody, right? Like, this is a hot dog that raises at noon every day and comes glitter. Like, let's be honest about what we're about to see. We're about to see a hot dog ejaculate confetti. In the name of what? We're not sure, right? I think it's really funny that this is the American food, because it's an embarrassing food to be our main food. You know, like from Mexico, every delicious food in the world exists. Italians brought us pizza, something easy that is actually potentially healthy to eat. And Americans, because we're the most debased country in the fucking world, we're like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. Kill an animal in the weirdest way possible, throw it into a vat, grind it up until it's juice, put the juice in a little baggie, and then feed it to a 4-year-old. And you're like, what? What's wrong with you? Sickest place in the world. And then when you're a kid and you have a hot dog, people treat you weird. I remember being at a cookout when I was like 7 years old, and I was slamming hot dogs. I'm not picky. And my uncle was like, wow, Jamie, you're really slamming those things down. And you're like, sir, I am 7 years old and related to you with my blood. You know, you can't. People are weird with hot dogs. We love to eroticize the hot dog. There was hot dog news this very week. Did anyone hear about the Joey Chestnut news? Yes. I love, weirdest push notification I've ever received. Right? I love Joey Chestnut. I'm a huge fan of his. I'm so glad that he's going to Netflix doing his own thing. What a diva. I love him so much. But it's always about him, right? You never hear about women hot dog eaters, and it makes me upset because women hot dog eaters are our nation's greatest treasures. They really are. You never see them on ESPN because they never air it on TV, but I highly recommend you watch it this year. Some of our most iconic people are women hot dog eaters. Has anyone here ever heard of the Black Widow? A very famous hot dog eater. Okay, now this is a college lecture now. This is no longer a roast. There's a woman named Sonia the Black Widow Thomas who describes eating hot dogs in the most erotic way I've ever heard anything described. I just want to share some of her thoughts with you. Here's a quote. Why are you called the Black Widow, Sonia? Because, like the female Black Widow spider, it is my desire to eliminate the males. In competitive eating, I want to eat more or faster than men. I want to make boys of them. You're like, what the fuck? She's amazing. How do men feel about losing to you, a female? When I first started eating competitively in mid-2003, some of the men that I defeated from time to time had a tough time accepting defeat, especially from a little woman like me. Even though I am now looked upon as more of one of the guys, much jealousy remains. I suspect it always will. Like, she's the most incredible person in the face of on the face of the planet. I really have nothing bad to say about the hot dog. Is it disgusting? Yes. Should you eat it? Probably not. But we're standing in front of a 65-foot-long one because we're doing it anyways. And if there's not anything more American than doing it anyways, I don't know what is. I love the hot dog. In the coming weeks, you're going to see the hot dog aligned with some stuff you might not believe in. I think the hot dog is for you. It's for me. It's for all of us. It's for what we believe in. And I love the hot dog. Thank you. I've been Mrs. Joey Chestnut.
Jamie Loftus, everyone. Okay, so we're nearing the long-awaited election results for the People's Condiment. We have been running this digital ballot box for 6 weeks. I'm going to ask Liam Archer, our public art manager, to come up and talk to you guys about this really serious election. And then we are going to announce the winner with both on-the-ground festivities as well as from our hot dog.
Thanks, Jean. Welcome everyone to Times Square. Thanks for coming out to the last day of Hot Dog in the City. Let's give it up for hot dogs in New York, everyone's favorite wiener. All right, for today's special pop-off, I want to invite someone very integral to our team, Lisa Pearson, our sanitation manager, to come up and do the final confetti pop-off. Can everyone give a big thank you to our operations team that keeps Times Square safe and clean for everyone? So, as Jean said, this is the moment we've been waiting for the past 6 weeks. Will it be ketchup? Can I hear it for the ketchup lovers out there? How about relish? My team relish, yeah. Mustard. Who's a mustard fan? All right, all right. What will be the hot dog condiment winner? Who is the People's Choice winner? After all these weeks, we've had almost 1,500 votes come in from all across New York City. And winning by a slim margin of 48%. Can I get everyone to join me in a countdown from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mustard! Mustard's our winner! There we go. It's official. Mustard is the official favorite condiment of New York City, of Times Square. All thanks to Jen Catching, Call Outlaws, Hot Dog in the City.